morning, my dear students. 8th Standard Science 1, Term 2, Unit 5, Electricity. Today we are going to see about new lesson, Electricity. The introduction of electricity. All the things we use in our life are made up of elements. Such element is made up of atoms. All the things we use in our life are made up of elements. Each element is made up of atoms, which is the smallest unit. So each element is made up of atoms, which is the smallest unit. Some elements are given here. For example, boron, nitrogen, beryllium, carbon, helium, hydrogen, lithium. John Dalton, the scientist, considered that atoms cannot be divided further because atom is a tiny particles. The scientist considered that atoms cannot be divided further. The scientist John Dalton's pictures given here, but it was found out later through Rutherford's Goldfield experiment. But it was found out later through Rutherford's Goldfield experiment that atoms are made up of particles like proton, electron, and neutron. The atoms are made up of particles like proton, electron, and neutron. Movement of electrons in a material constitutes electric current. We know that, children, the movement of electrons in a material constitutes electric current and generates an energy called electric energy or electricity. We use this energy in our life for various needs: electric bulbs, fans, electric iron box, washing machine, and refrigerators are some of the appliances which work with the help of electricity. So, electricity is the flow of electrons around a circuit from negative terminal to positive terminal. So, what is current electricity? Electric current is the flow of electric charge. The flow of electrons. So, electron is the minus charge, that means negative charge. Electrons moving in a conductor. For example, copper and aluminium. Electrons moving in a conductor such as a copper wire. Ions through an electrolyte. So, electricity is the flow of electrons around a circuit. We use this energy, electrical energy, in our daily life for various needs. Electric bulbs, fans, electric iron box, washing machines, and refrigerator are some of the appliances which work with the help of electricity. In this lesson, we will study about electric charges and how they are transferred. This lesson will also cover electric circuits and the effect of electric current. Next, we are going to see about what is atom. What is atom? An atom consists of proton, is a positive charge, electron is a negative charge, and neutron is a chargeless, which are called subatomic particles. So, proton and neutron are found inside the nucleus. Proton and neutron are found inside the nucleus, which is at the center of an atom. The nucleus is in center of an atom. Electrons revolve around the nucleus. Electrons, the negative particle electrons is revolve around the nucleus. In different paths is called orbits. So what is orbits? Electrons revolve around the nucleus in different paths called orbits. In an atom, the number of protons and the number of electrons will be equal. The number of protons and the number of protons is electron and proton number is equal. There is a force of attraction between the protons in the nucleus and the electrons in the orbits. So, electrons in the inner orbits are strongly attracted by protons and they cannot be removed from the atom easily. So, the electrons in the outermost orbits are loosely bound and they can be easily removed from the atom. Next, we are going to see charges. What is charges? Charge or electric charge is the basic property of matter that causes the object to attract or repel. We know that children, the like charges are repel, unlike charges are attract. It is carried by the subatomic particles. We know that children, subatomic particles means electrons, protons and neutrons. Here we are taking protons and electrons. Charges can neither be created nor be destroyed. Law of conservation. Charges can neither be created nor be destroyed. There are two types of charges. One is positive charge, then another one is negative charge. Protons carry positive charge and the electron carry, very good children, negative charge. There is a force of attraction between the unlike charges or repulsion, very good children, like charges. Negative, negative, repel. Positive and positive charges, repel. Negative and positive charges attraction between the charges. So, unlike charges attract each other. So, unlike charges, example, positive charge and negative charge attracted. Like charges repel. So, minus and minus repel. Electrons and electrons repel. Protons and protons repel. Electrons and protons attract. So, have you seen this picture, children? Like charges repel. Two positive charges repel. Two negative charges repel. Opposite charges attract. Positive and negative charges attract. So, electric charge is measured in coulomb. The symbol is C. Electric charge is measured in coulomb. The symbol is C. Small amount of charge that can exist freely is called elementary charge. That means electron E. Its value is 1.602 in 10 to the power 9. Okay, children, see some pictures are given. Charges, opposite charges attract, like charges repel, like charges repel. Two positively charged ions repel each other. A positively charged ion and electron repel each other. So, Electric charge is measured in coulomb C. Small amount of charge can be exist freely is called elementary charge. Its value is 1.602 in 10 to the power 19 coulomb. This amount is the amount of charge possessed by each proton and electron. But protons have positive elementary charge plus E and the electrons have negative elementary charge minus E. Since proton and electrons are equal number, an atom is electrically neutral. Next, we are going to see 3 ways electrons can be transferred or conduction, friction and polarization. In each case, the total charge remains the same. This is the law of conservation of charge. Conduction occurs when there is direct contact. Conduction occurs when there is direct contact between materials that differ in their ability to give up or accept electrons. So, next we are going to see about transfer of charges. As we saw earlier, electrons is a negative electric charge in the outermost orbit of an atom can be easily removed. They can be transferred from one substance to another. The substance in which gains electrons become negatively charged and the substance which loses electrons becomes positively charged. Transfer of charges takes place in the following ways. Already said to you, transfer by friction, transfer by conduction and transfer by induction. The 3 ways: transfer by friction, transfer by conduction, transfer by induction. First of all, we are going to see transfer by friction. Activity. Through the activity, we will understood transfer by friction. Take a comb and place it near some pieces of paper. Are they attracted by the comb? Say yes or no. No. Now comb your dry hair. Now comb your dry hair and place it near them. What do you observe? You can see that the paper pieces are attracted by the comb now. How is it possible? The objects carrying electric charges are said to be charged. What is charged? The object carrying electric charges are said to be charged. A charged comb picking up small pieces of paper due to static electricity. Now, take a comb or plastic pen and rub it on almost any pieces of fabric. It will occur a small electric charge. If placed near small pieces of paper, they will be attracted. So, comb rubbed with hair gains electrons. That means both the hair and the comb have equal positive and negative charges. This means they have a zero electric charge. Some electrons' negative charges are rubbed from the comb to the hair. Some electrons, that means a negative charge, are rubbed from the comb to the hair. So, the electrons, the hair now has too many negative charges. It has a negative electrostatic charge. The comb now has too many positive charges. It has a positive electrostatic charge. These electrons are accumulated on the surface of the comb. When a piece of paper is stirred into bits, Positive and negative charges are present at the edges of the bits. Negative charges in the comb attract positive charges in the bits. So, the paper bits are removing towards the comb while combing hair. Charges are transferred from hair to comb due to friction. If the hair is wet, the friction between the hair and the comb reduces. So, dry hair only suitable to do this experiment. If the hair is wet, the friction between the hair and the comb reduces, which will be reduce the number of electrons transferring from hair to comb. These rubbing certain materials with one another can cause the buildup of electrical charges on the surfaces. From this it is clear that charges are transferred by friction. Now we understood the charges are transferred by friction. Have you seen the picture, children? The comb has negative charges is attracted to positive charges. Transfer of charges in glass rod. Before that, we are seeing, do you know, a neutral object can become positively charged when electrons get transferred to another object, not by receiving extra positive charges. Similar effect can be seen when I rub few materials with one another. When a glass rod is rubbed with silk cloth, free electrons in the glass rod are transferred to silk cloth. When a glass rod is rubbed with the silk cloth, the free electrons in the glass rod are transferred to silk cloth. It is because the free electrons in the glass rod are less tightly bound as compared to that is in silk cloth. Since the glass rod loses electrons, it has a deficiency of electrons and hence occurs positive charge. But the silk cloth has excess of electrons, so it becomes negative charged. Next, when an ebonite rod made by vulcanized rubber. Ebonite rod means rod made by vulcanized rubber. Okay, when an ebonite rod is rubbed with fur, the ebonite rod is rubbed with fur. The fur transfers electrons to the ebonite rod because the electrons in the outermost orbit of the atoms in fur are loosely bound as compared to the ebonite rod. The ebonite rod, which has excess electrons, becomes negatively charged, and the further, which has deficiency of electrons, is positively charged. So, when an ebonite rod rubbed with fur, the fur transfers electrons to the ebonite rod because the electrons in the outermost orbit of the atoms in fur are loosely bounded as compared to the ebonite rod. The ebonite rod, which has the excess of electrons, becomes negatively charged, and fur, which has a deficiency of electrons, is positively charged. From this, we know that when two materials are rubbed together, Some electrons may be transferred from one material to another, leaving them both with a net electric charge. If a positively charged glass rod, if a positively charged, here given negatively, this is wrong. If a positively charged glass rod is brought near to the glass rod, if a positively charged glass rod is brought near to the glass rod, the rods will rods will move apart, they repel each other. If positively charged glass rod is brought close to the negatively charged ebonite rod, suppose the positively charged glass rod is brought close to the negatively charged ebonite rod, the rods will move towards that means attract, like unlike charges are attracted, so will move towards each other as they attract. The force of attraction or repulsion is greater when the charged objects are closer. Next we are going to discuss about transfer by conduction. Once again we can recall, when a glass rod is rubbed with the silk cloth, the free electrons in the glass rod are transferred to the silk cloth. It is because the free electrons in the glass rod are less tightly bound as compared to that is in silk cloth. Since the glass rod loses electrons, it has a deficiency of electrons and hence occurs positive charge, but the silk cloth has excess of electrons, so it becomes negatively charged. When a glass rod is rubbed against silk, electrons are removed from the glass and deposited on the silk. Have you seen the picture, children? The glass rod is rubbed with the silk cloth. Electrons move from glass to the silk cloth. Now, the cloth is negative charge and the rod is positive charge. The glass becomes positively charged because of the deficiency of electrons. The silk cloth becomes negatively charged because of excess of electrons. So charging with a silk cloth glass rod, when rubbing the glass rod, the rod will become positively charged. The silk cloth, when placed in contact with the rod, will attract the negative charges. The symbol is E minus more strongly. So glass rod lost electron and becomes positively charged. Silk cloth gain electron negatively charged. So this is the example of transfer of friction. Transfer by friction. Already we have discussed, when a glass rod is rubbed with the silk cloth, charges appear on both. A similar phenomenon is observed with many other pairs of body. Explain how this observation is consistent with the law of conservation of energy. Thank you, children.